G'day guys and girls and whoever. Tell you what, I just had a bit of a clean up of the workbench and just cleaning it up and testing some of these detectors after one's been done. And I just noticed that I also had a 35 dropped in, and I think it was 35 or 3000, can't remember now, but anyway, it was a GP. And every time you touch the coil around here, it would sound off. And I went through a few of the detectors sitting here, and yeah, a lot of them sound off if you touch around. So I went and had a bit of a deep dive. Some of them didn't have the foil connected to the alloy on the box, so I gave them a scrape. That got rid of a lot of the noise because the whole thing, if it's sitting on the paint and the screws are resting on the plastic label and it's got clearance to the foil, there's no electrical connection. This whole plate acts as a pickup mechanism, acts like an antenna. So yeah. Apart from that, yeah, I cleaned one up, and this is what you can expect to get off your connectors. And I've come up with that one I haven't used, but have a look at that. That's all off the connector. Well, that one there, both ends, it's off the connector, and that as well. So that was just a final polish up. What I'm using, you can use anything, use isopropyl or anything, but this is a bit more aggressive circuit board cleaner. You could use WD-40 or something if you really wanted to, but just remember that anything that is an oil will stay there and it'll pick up dirt on both. This, when you drop it in the, drop it out of the detector and drop it on the ground, it's going to get dirt all in it, and when you put it back in, you're going to put dirt back into the plug socket, and it's just going to go pear-shaped. Anyway, apart from that, this one here, I just picked this one here. I don't even know what it is. I just put labels on the other side. I think it's a 45. Here it is, 45. So I'll just turn the 45 on, aim the speaker at it so we can hear it. That was awful and crackly. Oh, it could be the battery's going flat in my amplifier, but anyway, no big deal. Now, I've done this up tight. It is tight, but now it is tight and it just sounds off. It's in cancel mode, so in mono or double D it'd be 10 times worse. This one here I've just done. Now I noticed another thing, on a lot of these connectors, all the gold plating has worn off. Have a look at that. Now, the person who owns this might know that's their detector because their connector's on cockeyed. I don't know why that is, but I'm not changing it. Maybe they want it that way and they know it's their detector because of that. So anyway, yeah, but there's no gold plating on this connector, so maybe it's been replaced at one stage or something like that. Yeah. I'll stick it in here and I'll stick it in this one. This is one I cleaned actually. Okay, let's do it up tight and turn it on. It's exactly the same settings as the other one. Yeah, I think the batteries are going flat, but anyway, it's all right. They've been going for yeah. I think I'll probably turn that up a bit too far, but anyway. Okay, now it's tight. There's one click out. There's a lot less interaction now. And that's brutally tight now. It's just what you expect from wiggling a cable. You've got to remember this, how sensitive these things are. They've got a massive multiplication of gain throughout the whole system. And where the metal rubs like that, just metal rubbing is going to make noise. So that one there is basically cleaned up. This one here is noisy as. So I'll just show you where to get the dirt out of these things. Some of it lurks in here too, and you don't realise it as such. Down the barrel, down there, down there, down there, and down there. 5 of those. So swish it around, flick it out. But where a lot of the dirt is, I've already done my own coil connector, but I'm going to do it and show you anyway. So get some of this cotton tip thing, whatever you call them, ear hole cleaner, whatever you want to call it. Get in where that cutout is there. See the cutout, you know, your guide. Stick it in there. Get this, the knurled bit, and hold it and spin it round on the thread like that. Oh, like that. It's not far enough down. But see, I've got that in there. I've got it in. I'm turning that round. All right. I've already done this, but I'm doing it again. I bet you'll get more dirt out of it. But anyway, see. Oh, look at that. Oh, it's amazing, isn't it? That's all oxides. That's going to stop you getting a good electrical connection. Just even on the grounding. So if you move it slightly, slightest movement, you're going to get that woo-woo sound. The other thing to do too is where this, the bottom part of this, pulls up hard on that metal lip there, you've got to get in there and clean that as well. So I'll use the clean bit of this. I'll just show you, it just generates dirt, metal oxides or whatever you want to call it. But anyway, in here, push it down on an angle, like, I don't know if you can see it, push it on an angle and try and get it in on that lip and get under the lip. It's damn hard to do, but like I said, I've done this one already, but we'll just see how we go. Get some more grime out of it. That'll probably do us. Yeah, there you go. More grime. So that'll now contact properly. If I spin it, it'll have a good bite on it. The only thing with contact cleaner, it makes the boot slide off. So you're going to make sure boot stays on, and then the solvent evaporates. It stays there. It stays there even better. So yeah, you can clean up, even to clean up the plastic if you really want to. You know, probably put a bit of silicone on the plastic, but no, it's all dirty. Everything's dirty. Oh dear me. Anyway, let's keep going through. Oh, look, I buy these by the box full. I tell you, you got no idea how many of these things I go through. Absolutely critical. Watch this on this connector, on this detector. This will be very, very dirty, I bet you. So stick it in. Can you see that? Get rid of that one. There you go. Stick it there, spin it round. In there, spin it round. Well, this one's got gold plating on it, so it shouldn't be too bad. But it's going grey. And do the inner side of the connectors as well. Oh, you can just spray it in there if you want. Don't be too fussy. But yeah, get all those pins. Like I'm just going round and round and round in there. Yeah, there's more dirt coming out of it. So it is extremely dirty. The other thing we want to do now, we want to do the outside threads. Now this is usually a surprise going around here. I haven't done this one, but we'll give this a go on the outside threads. Round and round. You've got to get right in there, so you got to push hard. And always threads are full of dirt. Always, or oxides or whatever. And anything in these areas will stop a good electrical connection. We don't even want, a pin tip of dirt in these things. We want it nice and clean. So anyway, that's more dirt. So just out of the connectors on this, we've got some dirty ear cleaners. That's what I mean. I make sure these are wooden ones now. I don't use the plastic ones anymore, but just then, bang, in the bin. Let's fire this one up and we'll see how it goes. This was, God, the back one's dirty as hell too. For the power, it's really dirty. But anyway, we'll stick the thing in. Oh, it all feels nice now. Okay. All right. Look, it's really easy to do up now. It just doesn't have that bind and then click, click, click sort of thing. Power it up. We'll see how we go. I haven't let the solvent properly evaporate, but that's all right. Quiet as a mouse. So, to give you an idea how critical these connections are, that's an idea how critical they are. If you've got dirt in there, that's going to play havoc with your detector. So, yeah, worst case scenario, probably use some of that WD-40. Not the best because it is oil and it will hold on to dirt and it'll just build up and not good. It'll scratch all your gold plating off and all the rest as dirt adheres to it. But there you go. Super quiet. So yeah, I can get any detector off the work or off the shelving there that have come in for upgrades, and I guarantee you, I'll go and grab another one. I'll show you. It's just noisy, just in the plug. So take that off, plonk that there. Put these ones over here. I'll get another one and see what we've got. This one actually, it's another one from the USA. I'm going to take his label off, put it on the other side. There, say this one hasn't been touched. It's all sealed up. Just must have come in yesterday or something. I'm not sure. Anyway, let's fire this up, and we'll just see how noisy it is, or not. So we know the plug's absolutely pristine at the moment. So stick that in there. I'll put it on deep, normal, fixed, cancel, fire it up. Oh, better do up the thing. But this looks really clean, so it may not make a noise, but we'll just see. Let it fire up and we'll see what happens. Let it settle and there you go. It's just oxides. I'll do it again on this. Watch this. Get that. Spray some in there. Catch it on the cotton thing. Spin it around there. Spin it around there. Got the can in the way. Typical, isn't it? Yeah, spin it around there. There. In there. Yeah, look, dirty. And spray it on here. And I'll do the center of the pins. There we go. Okay. Should be good enough. Okay. Now what we'll do, I'll do the outside threads. put some there and let it run down. We'll see how we go. This is actually clean, but it still sounds off and makes noise. It's not that bad. Some of the others are really atrocious, but this one's pretty standard. There's a bit of dirt there, but not a lot. Anyway, let's hook it up and see how. So I click something. What do I do? Clicked it out of normal. There we go. We'll turn it back on, and we'll see if it's quiet. But some of them too, if the screws are a little bit loose and it's not making on the plate and you haven't got a connection to the main body of the detector, that'll also make noise. So still a little bit of noise there, but not as much as what there was. It's very slight, but that's me tightening it like crazy. I'm probably anything moves around the front there, it'll go off. But that's that's okay. You can wiggle your lead now, and it's not going to sound off. But this was pretty clean. The other one was absolutely filthy. And the one I first did was absolutely 10 times worse than the one before this. So yeah, guys, because I've had people say, oh, it sounds off every time I touch here, or anything moves, it sounds off. Just clean it. We're talking on these pins that you don't even want a fraction of an ohm resistance there. You don't want any resistance, even though there's going to be, because you've got dissimilar metals on each other too. And the gold plating wears off. You've got nickel, and nickel's got a resistance, and because of the surface area, it sort of get away with it. But if you've got gold over the whole pin, it can touch anywhere, and you've got really good connectivity. So it's just one of those things to watch out for. So just dirty connectors. I was saying that someone should make a thing that goes over these, even for the detector itself, unless you leave the coil connected. Little cap that goes over. Something push on, pull off, and something on these as well, just so dirt doesn't get in there. So anyway, I thought that would be a nice little quick video on these things. So I will be, from now on, I think I'll be cleaning everyone's connectors, because I'll just say one of the detectors I did, the fellow did say that, which I fixed. He said, "Oh, it sounds off," and he brought it back and said, "Oh, it sounds off when I touched the cable." So I cleaned it and it didn't sound off anymore. So yeah, it's just one of those funny things that happens. And if you don't know about it, it's not like plugging anything else in. It's not like a PowerPoint plugging it in. It's going to work. These things are super sensitive and they've got to be clean. So I could even be pedantic and I could see some of these. This one has the gold. Well, does it? The gold's on the actual tip of the pins where there's no wear point, but down the side of the pins, I don't know if you can actually, I'll undo it. I'll actually show you how the difference, if you can see it in there. You got gold on the end of the pins, but no, you can't damn see because it's not bright enough. But there is, well, you have a look at the pins themselves and look at the nickel or chrome or cadmium plated connector body, whatever it's plated with, who knows. But there's not much real color change there. And if I get this one here, this is the one I can see gold on the pin. And damn. Anyway, sorry. It caught me out. It had a label under the label with the guy's name on it. But anyway, if you have a look at that there, can you see that? It's all gold. It's really well plated. So yeah, you can see the color change there between the pins and the actual body. that it's gold. Even though it's gold, it was still sounding off a bit. But yeah, it is what it is. So yeah, damn. I didn't realise that. He's well, Jeff, you're famous. So yeah, you got Jeff. You got a really good connector. Um, oh dear me, it catches me out all the time. People, yeah, uh, we don't want to get the detectors model up, but they do have serial numbers, and we transcribe the serial number from the detector to the board, so we know it's a match pair. It's nothing worse than you got 5 detectors in bits, and it's oh, which one went here? So yeah, early lesson I learnt back in the 80s, I think, pulling some detectors apart. Oh, hang on, that's the same as that. Was that his or? Oh no. So yeah, basically you end up having a look at little scratches on the detector, and you can say, oh, that scratch there on this part, it's a continuation of that one that goes there. I mean, you don't want to get to that point where, especially in these, you won't be able to see the scratches anyway. You know, you might see it on the plastic, but it doesn't go onto the anodized coating on the box, so you can muddle them up. Anyway, hope that is helpful. And I would say with all the detectors out there, all of them, um, I've opened up 7,000, and you think that the connector, because it's inside, is all pristine and clean and all the rest. And, you change coils a couple of times and it fills up, it just gets dust and dirt in there. I've pulled them apart and I've just had like clumps of Western Australia fall out on the workbench from just opening up the halves. Uh, where it goes onto the head unit, it's just full of dirt. I don't know how it gets in there, but it does. It fills up, and that's going to turn into dust. And take things in and out, on and off, and it's going to fill up with dirt. All you want is a bit of dirt, or something in there is turned to a bit of a powder around the connectors, and it's going to cause havoc. So you want to clean it quite regularly. If you go out on a trip, when you get your detector back home, just clean it up, and just make sure there's no moisture in the dirt, because that's going to cause absolute havoc. It's going to cause corrosion. Just clean them up, and just really take care of your coil plugs and your connectors, especially on these things. So they're on and off. I know, people are changing coils 3 times a day, some of them. So just be wary. Um, anyway, that's that. Simple. Same goes for all the detectors. Just make sure the things are clean. If you actually get something like a spray like this, which does evaporate, great for doing inside the connectors themselves, like even on the machine or in the plug on the newer detectors. You can do it on the 6 and the 7 and whatever ever else is coming out. I don't know. Might not have a plug. I don't know. Maybe it's all built in the coil. No, that won't happen. But just a quick and easy one, guys. If you've got this cable sound off business, clean it. Anyway, catches.